Well, I thought I would come out here. This is the end of a weekend. I thought maybe by chance somebody would have came out here this weekend. I don't think anybody did. Now, sometimes when subcontractors get really super busy in between jobs, they like to sneak out to different projects and try to get something done over a weekend. I don't think that's the case. Yeah. See, I don't think anything's happened in that trench because I see all the pipes are still there. We'll just take a quick walk over there, and then I want to get underneath the floor. I'm going to get underneath the floor to see if they in fact installed the floor insulation underneath the floor. And you know, I don't know if they have or not, and maybe they haven't yet until they know that the air conditioner guy gets all done hooking up all his stuff. As you know, he still has to do, and there's nothing in here yet. Nothing in there. But let's go over here. Remember, I showed you one time where I pulled the plywood up, and we saw from afar that there was plastic down there. Remember, you know, I said lots of places require plastic as a vapor barrier, and it just depends in your area what the deal is. Okay, so now let's see. Here was one right here. Remember? This is how they get underneath the floor for right now, and I don't know if they're going to leave that there, if that's just a temporary thing for the different subcontractors to get under there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get under there, and then grab the camera, and we'll take it down there. Get you set up here so you can see. You can see me getting down and dirty. I'll just have to be as careful as I can. Going down here. Yeah. Hello. We'll get you down here. And I was gonna do this without turning the camera off, and I think I still am. Just bear with me. I'm gonna take the tripod down. I guess I could have taken you off the tripod, couldn't I have? Oh, maybe I will. Okay, I'll set you right here, and take you right off the tripod. Okay. All right. Now see that it's super dark down here. You're not seeing anything, there's nothing down here yet. No insulation yet, anything like that. And so I'm not even gonna mess with trying to turn my camera on, or I was gonna get the light. Let's see here. What's happening? I was gonna get the light on my phone so that you could see the insulation, but there's no insulation down there yet. I didn't really think there would be, but you know, I wanted to check, because if there was, I was gonna show you how they installed it and everything. Okay, but we know they still have to install that. That's a code, and they'll be back another time. And like I say, remember, if you were with me on some of my other videos, you know that on the air conditioning registers that are underneath the floor, they still have to hook up. They still have to hook everything up. See, it's still down there. They still have to put their elbow on there and all that. And I think they did that because they were a little unsure about the weather, whether or not it was going to rain. And then if it did, the water would get down there, fill up their little elbow and get the insulation wet and all that kind of stuff. So we know the air conditioner guys still have to come. And so that's probably why the main contractor told his insulation guys, no, I'll call you when I'm ready for that. And so he'll make sure the air conditioner guys come back. And he may not do that for a while. You know, he might not do that until all the walls are built, the roof is installed, and the trusses are installed, the plywood's installed, and the actual roof is installed, and it gets dried in. Then at that point, when the air conditioning guys come back for whatever else they have to do, he'll call them. They'll come in underneath the floor, do all that kind of stuff. Then he'll get the insulation guys underneath the floor and do all that. But it's good, you know, he did get somebody out here, and so there's plastic under this whole thing. You know, there was plastic there. Remember, there was another little piece of plywood for access right here. I'll just open this real quick, and I'm pretty sure there's insulation, or not insulation, but plastic. Yeah, there's plastic down there. You can't really see it. It's black. Okay. But they've got the plastic there, and so he probably had his guys do that, and then the floor insulation guys are probably a separate subcontractor, or he could have his own guys do it. I've done that before. It's not that hard, you know. It just takes a while. You gotta dress properly, have a mask on, and have maybe one of those little white suits on, a long sleeve shirt, back brace, knee pads, all that kind of good stuff, trouble lights, and you know, doing this whole thing underneath there. Yeah, it's probably going to take a couple guys, maybe 2 days, 3 days to do that. But you don't have to have a subcontractor do that. You could have your own guys do that. Or if you're young enough, you think you can do it, and get somebody out here and say, hey, for pizza and beer, I'll supply all that. You just supply the labor, and you get them down there, and you can cut the insulation for them, and they can throw it in and all that kind of stuff. Hey, save your money if you can. You know what I mean? I wouldn't pay a subcontractor to do that insulation. In fact, anything that you think you can do yourself. If you're building a house and stuff, and you're being the general contractor, there's all kinds of different things you could probably do on your own. Okay, think about it. And or if you're working with a contractor, and if you say, hey, I want to save a few dollars, what can I do? What can I do? And he might say, well, you could do this or that, and I'll subtract X amount of dollars. This is what I have included to install the insulation underneath the floor. I got $1,500 labor, or $1,250 labor. Do you want to do that? Yeah, sure, I want to do that. You know, hey, that's just a thought for you. And I guess there's not much I can talk about just yet. I was kind of hoping that they would have possibly came out here and started building these walls. Hopefully next week they'll be out here. I mean, it's been a good week and a half or so since these floor plates have been done. We know they've measured everything, they've lined everything up. We've got a top plate and a bottom plate, and they've measured and they put all their marks where all the studs are going to go, where the headers are going to go, where the door openings are going to go, where the king studs are going to go, where the trimmers are going to go, where the 6x6 posts are going to go, and they did a number on that. But yet here it sits, nothing going on until they're ready, and they're probably off at another job, anxiously trying to get it done so that they can get out here. It's nice to be busy, let me tell you. I'd rather be worrying about how I'm going to get something all done and fit two jobs in the span of one job, rather than wondering where my next job's going to come from, where my next meal's going to come from, and all that. Trust me on that. Okay? All right. Well, that's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. All right, time to go home and eat. Well, I guess that's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos, and I'm enjoying bringing all these videos to you, and I hope you're liking them. If you do, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, send me any questions that you might have on how to build a house. You can go to my playlist. You can always find all of my other videos on how to build a house in my playlists. And what's my playlist? Where can you find them? Go to my main YouTube channel page, click on playlists, and scroll down to how to build a house.